Diezani Alison-Madueke's lavish UK lifestyle and the oil bribery trial shaking Nigeria. A United Kingdom court has opened a high-profile corruption trial that is once again placing Nigeria's troubled oil sector under international scrutiny. At the center of the case is Diezani Alison-Madueke, Nigeria's former Minister of Petroleum Resources and former President of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC. UK prosecutors have told a London court that Alison-Madueke lived an extraordinarily lavish lifestyle in Britain, allegedly funded by Nigeria's oil contractors, seeking favors, contracts, and influence during her time in office. As the trial unfolds, fresh details are emerging about luxury shopping sprees, expensive properties, and the alleged role of oil businessmen in bankrolling the former minister's life in the United Kingdom. According to prosecutors at Southwark Crown Court in London, Diezani Alison-Madueke spent more than £2 million at Harrods, one of the world's most expensive luxury department stores. The purchases reportedly included high-end fashion items and accessories, all paid for using payment cards belonging to Nigerian oil businessman Kolawole Aluko. In some cases, prosecutors say the purchases were made using debit cards belonging to Tenka Limited, a company linked to Aluko and involved in Nigeria's oil and gas sector. Addressing jurors, Prosecutor Alexander Healy described Alison-Madueke's lifestyle in London as lavish, alleging that it was sustained by individuals eager to secure or retain lucrative oil contracts from Nigerian state-owned companies. The prosecution argues that the former minister did not merely receive gifts but benefited from a systematic pattern of bribery. According to the court, wealthy individuals and energy companies provided her with luxury goods, expensive accommodation, and financial support because they believed she would use her influence as petroleum minister to favor them in the awarding of oil and gas contracts. These individuals clearly believed that Alison-Madueke would use her influence to benefit them, the prosecutor told the court. The case, prosecutors say, is fundamentally about corruption in Nigeria's oil and gas industry between 2011 and 2015, a period when billions of dollars flowed through the sector under limited transparency. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell for more stories on Light Up Media News. Diezani Alison-Madueke was formally charged in the UK in 2023. She is facing 5 counts of accepting bribes and 1 count of conspiracy to commit bribery. UK authorities say the charges are directly linked to the awarding of oil and gas contracts during her tenure as Nigeria's Petroleum Minister. If convicted under the UK Bribery Act, Alison-Madueke could face up to 10 years in prison, an unlimited fine, additional confiscation of assets linked to corruption. The trial is expected to last several weeks, with prosecutors presenting detailed financial records, property documents, and witness testimony. One of the most striking revelations in court involved a luxury property known as The Falls, located in Gerrards Cross, Buckinghamshire. Prosecutors told jurors that from late 2011, Alison-Madueke had sole access to the property, which reportedly featured a private cinema room, extensive luxury refurbishments, full domestic staffing. Photographs of the house were shown to jurors during proceedings. The former minister reportedly stayed at the property 3 or 4 times over 2 years and later spent 6 weeks there, during which she worked on a book about Nigeria's president. The court heard that Alison-Madueke was provided with a housekeeper, a nanny, a gardener, a window cleaner. According to prosecutors, the salaries of these domestic staff were paid by owners of energy companies who had lucrative contracts with the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC). Even more revealing, prosecutors allege that the £300,000 refurbishment of the Buckinghamshire House was paid for by Tanker Limited, a company whose owner were actively seeking oil deals with Nigeria's state-owned companies. For credible news and in-depth analysis, subscribe to Light Up Media News, like, share, and hit the notification bell. The court also heard details about Alison-Madueke's residence in central London, where she lived with her mother. Between May 2011 and January 2014, prosecutors say about £500,000 was paid in rent for 2 flats in the building. Records retrieved from Tankers Limited offices in Nigeria allegedly show that the company covered the rent payment, further strengthening the prosecution's claim of a corrupt financial relationship. Diezani Alison-Madueke served as Nigeria's Minister of Petroleum Resources from 2010 to 2015 under former President Goodluck Jonathan. In 2014, she made history by becoming the first female president of OPEC, a position that gave her global visibility and influence. However, her political career collapsed after the People's Democratic Party lost the 2015 presidential election. Following the election defeat, Alison-Madueke left Nigeria for London, where she has remained since. Beyond the UK trial, Alison-Madueke also faces multiple corruption cases in Nigeria. Many of these cases were stalled for years due to her absence from the country. However, Nigerian courts have ordered the forfeiture of properties and assets worth billions of naira believed to be proceeds of corruption. These assets include luxury homes and funds traced to questionable oil transactions. The UK trial is now unfolding alongside broader international asset recovery efforts connected to alleged corruption in Nigeria's oil sector. Despite the detailed allegations, Alison-Madueke has strongly denied all charges against her. Her brother, Doye Agama, who is also charged with conspiracy to commit bribery, has equally pleaded not guilty. Due to medical reasons, Agama is participating in the trial via video link, according to court officials. The defense is expected to argue that the benefits and properties cited by prosecutors were not bribed and the allegations were being misinterpreted. This case is significant not just for Alison-Madueke, but for Nigeria's global image and ongoing fight against corruption. The outcome could reinforce international accountability for public officials, strengthen asset recovery efforts linked to Nigeria, set a major precedent for how foreign courts handle corruption tied to African oil wealth. As the trial continues in London, Nigerians and the international community will be watching closely to see whether justice is finally served in one of the most controversial chapters of Nigeria's oil history. The UK bribery trial of Diezani Alison-Madueke is still unfolding, with more witnesses and financial evidence expected in the coming weeks. Whether the former oil minister is convicted or acquitted, the case has already reopened painful questions about governance, accountability, and the cost of corruption in Nigeria's oil industry. Subscribe to Light Up Media News, like this video, share it, and turn on notifications so you never miss the truth.